yourself into your character or into the situation. And that is why you know the whole experience of Jordan was very special, but also excruciatingly painful, because it was all there. It was happening to my soul. It was happening to my heart, and all the time it was happening. There's a co-actor of mine called Amrinder. He's playing a character called Jackson, right? Samson. And he was telling me just now when I was shooting with him for some other film that I could not come and introduce myself to you because you are always sitting in one corner very quietly on a chair, and most of us found it very difficult to approach you. But it was basically what he was trying to say, that I didn't want to take chances by you know being somewhere else away from my character. I didn't want to take that chance. I wanted to achieve those eyes. In few sequences I did, but I'm very critical of work. So when I saw it, I said, in a few of the sequences I cannot. But yes, I wanted to achieve those eyes. The eyes of those workers in the field, eyes of my tractor driver, eyes of that household work that a woman or a man used to work in my house. I still remember those eyes, and the eyes which bothered me since my childhood.
The next question, the second one that I have is to the both of you. I read about the unforgiving heat that was shot. That in the iron ore in Jharkhand, and I also read that maybe this is one of the first films in our industry where you have shot in such extreme conditions. If you can share the experience of how difficult was it to shoot in 51-52 degrees?
It is difficult to take a crew of 300 people into not the heat, because yes, we spoke about it, but also while speaking about it, I'll speak for both of us, we were conflicted because it's a privilege that makes us suffer in that heat, because there are a lot of people who have to live in that heat and they don't have a choice, so they don't find it hot. But we come from privilege, so we start saying that this is so hot and this is so difficult for us. Yes, it was hot, but it was also inside an iron ore mine, a functional working iron ore mine, and that was the harder part. Because in the iron ore mine, when you see the images in the film, they're in the trailer as well, it looks like a red wasteland. That red is not red mitti, it's rusted ferrous oxide. Because the land has been eaten away to a point where it's now just iron ore, it's not earth. So those conditions were difficult.
Quickly, since it's such a universal subject, at least in India, if we have to talk about it, why is it like, was it a conscious decision to have it released only in Hindi, or will it be in multiple languages on the OTT platform for others also to enjoy the performance and also to understand the film in a much more bigger sense?
But the fact that it's releasing worldwide, and it traveled all the 5 continents when it did festivals, and we did the top festivals in every continent. And the OTT space, at least for me, what it's done is I've been able to access Kannada, Telugu, Malayalam, and Tamil films, which I wasn't able to do in the past, because now we've gotten conditioned to reading subtitles so effortlessly. Till about 10 years back, subtitles used to get in the way of the film watching experience. So yes, it's a Hindi film, but it's not really a Hindi film either, because there's a dialect that we have created borrowing from elements from all the dialects of Jharkhand, tribal dialects. So somewhere it's a dialect film, it's not really a Hindi film. And we are hoping that it's the subtitle experience that now is so easy. I'm hoping it is, because it has become easier for me to watch a film with subtitles and be able to access that world no matter what language is falling on my ears.
And also what happens is, since it's not a typical mainstream film, though it's a thriller in its own way, what happens with that kind of a budget, allows them, gives them a freedom to really dub it in many languages, okay? And I would say that I will request the audience to go and watch this film. This is not hard to understand, because if this will be a little difficult also for the Hindi audience because we use the local language, a local dialect. Okay, what is working in this film is what's happening on the screen. On the screen, the baby and the father, they running away for shelter, for safety, is going to be understood by everyone. That way it's a very easy film. When you watch the film, you'll understand and agree with me that this film doesn't require language. This cinema itself becomes the language.
Okay, hi sir. Here, sir. So we have been talking about passion and motivation in life, right? So my question is that, so sometimes having role model helps. So who do you look up to in life, and how have these people inspired you and impacted your life?
Okay, there are many. Starting with my father, I have never seen a finer gentleman him. But one thing, what I have learned from him is never to get bogged down by the odds in life. And he has brought up 6 children, okay, and he has given education to all of them and made them, go out and do whatever they want to do. There was no restriction. Though I come from a village near Nepal border in Bihar, but there was no imposition on us of his wish. He always wanted us to be a graduate first, and then go ahead and explore the world according to your wishes. This is something I've learned from my father, and that has really opened up many things for me. So, and then there is my theatre teacher, Barry John, who really, because he was somebody who I have never seen really sitting down and chilling. He's been somebody who's always been working. If he's writing a script, reading, or sketching, or teaching, I've only seen him working. So these are the people I always kind of looked up to.
Alright, I think a lot of questions have been answered, and I believe, thank you Manoj and thank you Devashish for answering all the questions, and a big thank you to the media people out here for staying back, for being a part of Joram press conference here in Namma, Bangalore. Thanks to each one of you. Let's have a quick round of applause
For the media.
for the media, of course. Alright, thank you so much once again for joining us. I'm sure that there are a lot of plans out there.